Anya, you got a minute? I need to talk to you about something.
Why, what do you want, Bruce? I'm having lunch with my friend right now.
I'm sorry, it won't take long. I hate to bug you when you're busy, but it's super important.
Make it quick. My luxury steak will be arriving any time now. It's hardly gonna taste good if it goes cold now, is it? Come on, out with it already. This better be good. Do you understand how valuable my time is?
Look, the thing is, I got fired from my job.
Excuse me?
Remember how I told you about my boss who hates my guts? The one who's had it in for me since day one? Seems like he didn't understand what kind of work we IT engineers actually do. He's been calling us all useless deadweights for months. It was mostly behind our backs until now. But last week, a new CEO stepped up. That new CEO decided the company needed to undergo some personnel reorganization in order to bring down costs. As part of that reorganization, my boss pitched the genius idea of laying off every single IT engineer because we were useless and don't contribute anything to the company. The new CEO, who I can only conclude is more tech illiterate than my grandma, believed his lies, resulting in every single IT engineer being laid off today, me included.
What? Are you telling me you're unemployed?
They told me to finalize all the handover paperwork this week, so I'll carry on working until the end of the month. But they said I won't be getting paid for any of it. Which means, yeah, starting today, I guess I'm unemployed.
This can't be happening. What the hell is going on?
Right? Seriously, what the hell's going on? I've always had a gut feeling their corporate practices were shady. I guess I just didn't think too much of it because it never affected me. Until now.
No, I mean you! What the hell are you doing?
Huh?
You got fired from your job? How dare you? What do you plan on doing about it? What about the new luxury bag I bought yesterday? That cost me $1,500. Is it gonna pay for itself? What about the huge house we were gonna have built? Is it gonna build itself? What about the flights and accommodations for my holiday with my friends next month? Are they going to book themselves? What about cash withdrawals from your bank card? Are they gonna materialize out of goddamn thin air? Where am I gonna get my money from now? Do you seriously think it's acceptable to get fired?
Just try to be rational about this for a minute, Anya. I'm not gonna be making any money at all for a little while. At least until I find another job. So we're gonna have to tighten our belts a little. That means only spending on absolute necessities.
Oh my god, how dare you! This has got to be some kind of sick joke.
I'm sorry, babe, I really am. It's not all bad, though. There's a major shortage of IT engineers across several industries right now. I don't think it'll take me very long at all to find something else. All we have to do is survive in the meantime. It'd help so much if you got a part-time job, too. Can you do that for me, babe? Will you support me through this? I'm gonna find something new as quickly as I possibly can. I'm 100% committed. I know this is tough, but I just know that if we work as a team, we can get through it. We can get through anything. Let's work together and show the world what we're made of.
I want a divorce.
Huh?
I can't be married to some unemployed loser. Me? Get a part-time job? You must be out of your mind. I could never bring myself to do something so embarrassing. Can you imagine if my friends saw me working some supermarket job meant for poor people? I'd never live it down.
Wow, come on. Anya, really? Are you really being like this?
I don't want to tighten my belt like some destitute bum. I have a right to spend money, and I do not intend on relinquishing it. I have no interest in going out of my way to find a job where I'd probably have to work alongside high school dropouts to support my penniless wet noodle of a husband. I'd sooner divorce than downgrade my standard of living. I want a divorce now.
What? Come on, you can't mean that, Anya. Seriously, you'd throw away our marriage over this? You've been spending my money like it grows on trees this whole time. You buy luxury bags, jewelry, you're always eating out with your friends, you go on holidays, and all on my dime. Then, the moment I get fired, you toss me out like some piece of garbage?
Duh, obviously. The only reason I married you in the first place was because you had a decent salary. Face it, I've always been out of your league. If you don't have any money, that leaves your value to me at precisely 0. Please tell me why any woman in her right mind would stay with you to deal with the mess you've made. What use is an ATM with no money in it?
Don't say things like that! I'm not an ATM. I'm a human being. We've been married for 3 years, damn it! Is that all I was to you this whole time? Did you never love me?
No. What I loved was spending your money. You're useless to me without that. You've outlived your use. I'm going to live with Mommy and Daddy. I'll leave the divorce papers on the table in the living room. You better make damn sure you hand them in ASAP. Goodbye.
Anya, please! Just give me one more chance, please! I'm begging you!
Bruce, pick up. This is urgent.
What is it? What do you want?
You don't have to speak to me like that. Look, I just bumped into one of your friends. She said you were climbing the corporate ladder and doing really well for yourself now. She said you are a manager? Your salary must be through the roof. Is it true you're living in the new luxury apartment block on Splendor Row? What on earth is going on, Bruce? I thought you got fired.
Whoopsie! Looks like I've been found out. Who was it? Who let the cat out of the bag?
Explain yourself. This isn't acceptable and you need to explain yourself at once.
I was sure it'd be at least a year before you found out. Oh well, there's no use hiding anymore. All right, I confess. The thing is, I lied about everything.
Huh?
To tell you the truth, I was never unemployed. I was headhunted by one of my old co-workers from my last job.
Huh? What does that mean? Tell me.
It means I was never really unemployed at all. I lied. I mean, I did get fired, so I didn't lie about that bit. My boss really did call the IT engineers useless, and he really did fire us all in one fell swoop of blind idiocy. But coincidentally, on the very same day, I got an email from my old coworker inviting me to join his company. Apparently, he only got it up and running a few months back, but it was already growing at a mind-blowing pace, and their limited number of employees were struggling to keep up with demand. My skill set meant I required no training, so I was an immediate asset. And I was even offered a position as an IT manager, which meant my salary went up too. I didn't need to hear any more. I accepted immediately. Not only did I feel great about finally getting away from the boss whose hobby was treating me like crap, but it was great to be given the opportunity to work for my old coworker and friend at a company that would actually respect and appreciate me for my talent. It was a no-brainer based on that alone. But when I heard about how generously they were willing to pay me, I was over the moon. I'm surfing a wave of success and no one can bring me down.
But wait, this doesn't make any sense. Why did you tell me you got fired and were gonna be unemployed? You said you wouldn't be making money anymore. Why didn't you tell me you got headhunted by your friend?
I lied to you on purpose.
What? On purpose?
I intentionally told you I was unemployed in the hope that you would divorce me. Honestly, though, I had no idea it'd be that easy.
What? You did it because you wanted to divorce me? Why? Weren't you happy? What did I do?
Because I was sick of you wasting all my money. We'd barely been married 5 minutes when you suddenly quit your job without telling me and decided you were gonna be a stay-at-home housewife. You went out with your wannabe celeb friends every single day for luxury dinners and lunches, or to the salon for manicures so expensive they could solve world hunger. You bought what seemed like the same goddamn jewelry and bags costing $1,500 a piece on a weekly basis. You went on more holidays than a Hollywood socialite. Basically, you did whatever the hell you wanted with my money, whenever you wanted, without any regard for how I might feel about it. You said you were going to be a stay-at-home housewife, but even then, you hired a housekeeper and left everything for her. Try putting yourself in my shoes for a moment. What's the point of having a wife like that?
It wasn't my fault. What was I supposed to do? All my friends' husbands are celebs who make over $100K a year. A woman has to keep up with the Joneses. What would you have me do? Be ostracized? Ugh, why am I even bothering? You can never understand.
That's right, I don't. I warned you countless times to stop wasting my money. I may as well have been speaking to a brick wall. You barely even acknowledged me, let alone had any intention of curbing your reckless habits. Which is why I thought it'd be useless to raise the issue of divorce since you'd only have ignored that too. I figured my only option was to scheme my way out. Thinking about it logically, I came to the conclusion that if my only value was my wallet, then if my wallet disappeared, you'd be more than happy to divorce me, and we probably wouldn't even fight over it. Man, did I hit the bullseye! It was a little embarrassing at the time, but I thought my whole beg like a clingy, desperate loser act at the end was worthy of an Oscar. Maybe I should take up acting as a side hustle.
Wait, this means that basically you tricked me? You lied, schemed, and contrived your way into a divorce.
To be completely honest, yes. Yes, that's exactly what I did. And now that we're divorced, I'm finally free! I no longer have to deal with you. I no longer have to deal with my abusive jerk of a boss. I get to work at a company where I'm valued and respected, and in a higher position to boot. No longer having to deal with your parasitic behavior means I get to spend every cent of my salary myself. Now I'm living a life carefree comfort in my luxury apartment with my adorably cute cat. I'm having the time of my life. Things have genuinely never been better, and I'm so happy.
Bruce, please. Listen, honey, I've been doing some thinking, and I think that maybe I misunderstood you.
Excuse me?
Well, now that you mention it, you are really hardworking and good at your job. Anyone who could find a new job so immediately after getting fired must be super smart and talented. I'm really proud of you for all you've done, honey. I was so shocked when you told me you got fired that I just couldn't think straight. I don't know what came over me when I said all those things. It was just the stress and worry talking. I never meant any of it. I'm really sorry. I regret divorcing you, babe. It was the biggest mistake of my life. What do you say? Shall we give it another shot? Let's get remarried.
You've gotta be kidding me! Why? No way! Why would I do that? Who voluntarily reinfects themselves after getting rid of a parasite? I would literally have to be insane to even consider remarrying you.
Look, Bruce, the thing is, something happened. I did initially move back in with my folks, but my dad had a stroke last month. There was no danger to his life, but we were told he would need constant care for the foreseeable future. I thought Mom would try forcing me to be his carer because I don't have a job. So I did what anyone would do and escaped in the night while they slept. I'm staying at a hotel for the time being, but it won't be long before the money dries up completely. That's why I'm begging you, Bruce. Please, let's give us another shot.
Absolutely not. You're clearly only interested in my money. Who in their right mind would oblige something so outlandish? Are you even aware of how ridiculous you are? We're divorced, and that's the end of it. We ain't getting back together. If there's even a shred of decency hidden away anywhere inside of you, you'll move back in with your parents and look after your poor dad.
No, I won't go back there. I don't want to be some old man's carer. That's disgusting. Bruce, please. I'll save up your money and do as much housework as possible this time, I swear. I can change. Let me prove it to you, baby. I'll do anything, I swear. Just take me in.
Not happening. I have no interest in associating with such a gold digger. You're vile. Anyway, I'd love to carry on chatting, but I have a super important meeting to make soon. It's with my cat. I have to tickle his belly to give him some milk. Bye-bye!
Please, wait, I'm begging you. Just one more chance, that's all I ask. Let me just show you how sorry I am. Bruce!
After using up the last of her savings on the hotel, Anya could no longer afford to stay there. She was dragged out kicking and screaming by security and had no choice but to go back and live with her parents. Apparently, in return for caring for her dad, they're allowing her to live with them. Very kind after her midnight vanishing act, don't you think? I heard from a friend that she looks about 10 years older and is leaving the house less and less these days. If I had to guess, I'd say it's due to a combination of the stress of not being used to caring for her aged father and no longer having any money of her own to spend. Oh yeah, by the way, as for the company that fired me, with no one left to carry out maintenance and testing on the servers, bugs and errors started popping up left, right, and center. And it got to the point where the company computers were basically unusable. Daily life at the office was plunged into chaos, and even regular employees were no longer able to do their jobs. I received countless messages from my old boss begging me to come back, but decided to exact some petty revenge by intentionally leaving them on red and answering their calls, but then hanging up after a few seconds. I'd like to say the same thing to both my old company and my ex-wife. The biggest fish is always the one that gets away.
Hey, Susan. Would you pick up, please? Did you not do the household chores again? The entire house, it's full of dust. Tabletop, shelves, everywhere.
Mother, how many times have I asked you? If you're stopping by our house, would you please give us some advance notice? And when my husband and I are at work, could you please refrain from coming over? Even if you're my mother-in-law, I just don't like it when people just walk into our home when we're not there.
What? How dare you say such a thing? He may be your husband, but first and foremost, I am Colin's mother, and don't you forget that. And why do I need your permission to come into my son's house? Besides, this is also an unannounced inspection to make sure you're carrying out your responsibilities as Colin's wife.
An unannounced inspection? You do realize that we've been married for 3 years. Do you still not trust me?
Of course not. To be honest, I was completely against Colin marrying you. Such a lazy and useless person like yourself. Sorry to be so blunt, but it's true. But Colin was so adamant about marrying you, I reluctantly gave my permission. That's why I have to do these inspections to make sure you're not slacking off.
I see. I appreciate it.
And so what excuse do you have for leaving this house such a pigsty? Are you really clearing up every day? The place is a disaster area.
I'm cleaning the house the best I can. I take out the trash every day and sweep up every morning before I leave. I even take time to air out the place. I also clean the bathroom every evening when I get home.
The moment I stepped into the house, I was breathing in a thick cloud of dust. I checked the bathroom and I noticed there was a considerable amount of dust built up on the corners. You're not doing a thorough enough job. I also took a look inside your refrigerator. My God, what the hell is that? All that frozen food does not look very nutritional. I can't believe you are feeding my Colin such junk food. I said this a million times. Food should be prepared properly, from fresh ingredients. A wife should not be skimping on food. What if something happens to Colin? I can't have my son malnourished.
I really don't recall buying any frozen foods. Maybe what you mean is the frozen packs I left over? The food in the Ziploc bags and in the Tupperware containers. That's my homemade stuff, not store-bought frozen food. No need to concern yourself.
Please don't talk back to me. If you were a considerate wife, I suggest you prepare a hot, fresh meal for your hard-working husband. No more of this frozen food junk. I don't care if it's store-bought or if you prepared it. Frozen is frozen. You should be preparing at least 5 different dishes on a daily basis. You can at least do that for your loving husband, can't you?
You are being totally unreasonable. Do you really think that if it's frozen, it's the same as any frozen food sold at the supermarket? We're both working. I come home later than Colin. That is quite impossible.
If you really love my son, it wouldn't be a burden at all. Oh, and I took the liberty of throwing all that junk food out.
Huh? You're not serious. Everything? You threw out all of it. I had weeks' worth of food stored in there.
That's right. I dumped it all. From today, I expect you to prepare real, nutritious meals for my son. No more of this laziness.
Are you for real? I worked all day on Sunday to prepare those meals.
Oh, and about dumping things, your clothes. I checked your wardrobe. What the hell are those flashy clothes?
Huh? I don't recall having any flashy clothes. You gave me a hard time about that too, so I haven't bought anything in particular these past few months.
Huh? What about that gaudy pink outfit I saw hanging in your closet? Aren't you the least bit embarrassed to be seen in that?
A pink outfit? Do you mean the light-colored long dress? Hold it a second. Are you going through my closet again? Please, would you please not dig through my stuff?
That's no tone to take to your mother-in-law. And I saved you the trouble and threw all of those awful clothes out in today's trash. I don't want my Colin to be seen with someone who dresses like that. Dress a little more appropriately. It's my Colin that's making the money in the family. Don't go wasting it on such junk.
Are you for real?
I will be over first thing tomorrow morning for another thorough inspection, so get this place cleaned up tonight.
Hey, Colin, I'm really at a complete loss here. Your mom, she was at our house again, unannounced. And she threw out tonight's dinner and my damn clothes!
Are you serious? Boy, Mom really has it out for you.
You make it sound like it's none of your business. Ever since she moved nearby, she's been coming to the house practically every day. Dropping in and doing her unannounced inspections and rifling through my stuff. All she wants to do is harass me. It's like her hobby or something. Why doesn't she take up aerobics for Pete's sake? Doesn't she realize it costs us more when she throws stuff out like that? Please, give me a break. If she keeps this up, we're going to go broke.
Come on, you're being overdramatic. She'll eventually get tired of it. She's just excited to be living near her son and granddaughter. She's just having fun. She'll calm down eventually. Just ignore her.
It's easy for you to say. She's not throwing out your clothes, now is she? I don't think I have any more energy to be patient. Can't you just speak to her and tell her not to come over? And not to touch my stuff? And get that extra house key back from her.
You really think she would stop if I said anything? You know how stubborn she is. Why don't you talk to her directly, woman to woman? No use getting me involved.
Oh, God. If I did that, she'd really blow her top. She'd be twice as worse. She's your mother. She'll listen to you.
Come on, just forget about it. Ignore her and she'll go away. Just be patient. Let her do as she wants for a while. I guarantee she'll get tired of this game.
How many times do I have to say this? I can't take it for a minute longer.
All right, I got it. Calm down. I'll talk to her when I get a chance. I gotta get back to work. I'll see you later tonight.
Susan, pick up! What is the meaning of this?
What is it this time, Mother? Are you at the house again? Oh, please.
What is this? These clothes! How awful! So unsophisticated! So disgusting! I can't believe you even keep this stuff in Colin's presence!
Disgusting clothes? Ugh, I'm really not sure what you're talking about.
Oh, so you're denying it, huh? Well, it's right here. This skirt. I mean, you can see your panties, for God's sake. And some of these undergarments, red and purple. Are you out of your mind? And all this expensive makeup and perfume. I was cleaning up Colin's room and found a cardboard box full of this stuff. What were you thinking? Hoarding all this disgusting clothes. This is the kind of stuff a prostitute would wear.
Huh? I'm not sure what you're talking about.
You know that my son is good and a kind person. That's why you're having an affair. Admit it. I'm right, aren't I? I knew you weren't good for my Colin, but I never expected you to be so reprehensible. I want you out of our lives. I never want you near my dear Colin.
I don't own any of this stuff you're describing.
Huh?
I absolutely have no idea what you're talking about. We have our separate rooms, and we promised we would respect each other's privacy, so I've never entered his room. I can assure you that I did not hide that cardboard box. I've never even seen it before. You say you found all that stuff in Colin's room?
Yes, but I was only...
Mother, don't touch anything. Leave everything as it is, and just go home for now. If you remove anything, I will report it as a burglary. I'm headed over there ASAP. Hey, Colin, you have some time?
Huh? What is it? I'm still working.
There was something I wanted to know is all. It seems your mom entered our house again without permission.
Come on, not again. I told you to just ignore her. She'll get tired of this game eventually.
Yeah, I know. This isn't about her entering the house without our okay. It's about something else. Your mom was scrounging around the house as usual, but this time she found something very interesting. There was a big cardboard box stashed in your room.
Huh? My room?
That's right. She found a bunch of women's clothes in there, along with some expensive cosmetics and perfume.
Huh.
Your mom's been scavenging around the house almost every day, and she would throw out the stuff she found offensive, so I made do with inexpensive clothes. Nothing flashy. And I also made sure not to spend too much on cosmetics, just the basics. So I thought it was kind of weird to have that kind of stuff in our home. And hidden in a cardboard box, in your closet. A bit unusual.
Yeah, well, I can explain. I didn't want you to think it was, you know.
That maybe you were having an affair?
No, you got this all wrong. All that stuff, it's mine.
You're saying all that stuff is yours?
Yeah, I thought you'd get the wrong idea and, you know, so I have this hobby. I like to dress up as a woman. It's all mine. I wear all that stuff. Sorry about this. I didn't think you would understand.
Oh, yeah. You don't say. So you're saying this is your hot red dress? The sexy panties and all this expensive cosmetics and perfume? They're all yours? That's what you're saying?
Exactly. That's right. I'm not having an affair.
Okay. Then put it on later. If it's yours, you won't have a problem putting them on. I'm sure they fit perfectly. If you want to prove that what you're saying is true, I want you to come home right away and put all this on right in front of me. I'm curious to see you, a guy who always wears an extra large. It will be fun to see you squeeze into this extra small red miniskirt. Oh yeah, it will be fun to see you get into those skimpy extra small panties. I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, well, I was going to... you know what? I'm still at work, and I got to...
Oh, so you're too busy for all this? Too busy even if it means divorce? Okay. I'm headed over to my parents' place now. I guess the next time we meet, it will be with our lawyers to discuss divorce.
Huh? Divorce? Hold on a sec!
I kept asking you to do something about your awful mom. But you just tell me to ignore her, not caring one bit about me. Almost as if you're encouraging her to scrounge around my stuff. And on top of that, you go out and have an affair. Give me a break, buddy. Goodbye.
Hold on, Susan. Let's discuss this more. I'm really sorry. I really didn't want it to go this far. I was just, playing around. I'll drop her right away. I'll never see her again. As for Mom, I'll never let her in the house again.
Too late for that. I don't trust you anymore. Not one bit. Goodbye. Hello, Mother. Sorry I couldn't accommodate you more when I got home. I'm over at my folks' place now. I just had a long talk with Colin.
Yes, I was. Susan. Long talk.
Yes, we talked about Colin having an affair with another woman. Apparently, he's been seeing this woman for about 6 months now.
Huh? He was really having an affair?
All that stuff you found in Colin's room? That's what she forgot at the various motels they stayed at. If it wasn't for you, we would have never found out. Good job, Mother. I was always so angry that you barged into our house unannounced and scrounged around my stuff, but this time, I really must thank you.
Please, Susan, listen.
So, as this is the case, it's been fun, but you can have your precious Colin back. Oh, and also, I'll be demanding compensation. After all, he cheated on me.
Susan, wait. What do you mean by have him back? Do you mean divorce?
Bingo! Oh, and all the clothes and food that you tossed out without my consent, I'll send a bill for that too. I'm glad I listed everything that you threw out. I knew it would come in handy one of these days.
Please, not so fast, Susan. Think it over, please. You guys have been married for 3 years. What's one little affair? Lots of people go through that and it never ends in divorce. You're overreacting.
Well, I can tell you right here and now that 80% of why I want to end this is your constant harassment and your idiotic inspections. I've asked you hundreds of times to stop, but you continued. You threw out my precious items and the food I worked so hard to prepare. And Colin, my dear husband, didn't give a crap about your shenanigans. He didn't lift a finger to help. I was on the verge of exploding. When I found out he was cheating on me, well, that was the last straw. The trigger that blew everything up.
And you say it was all my fault? I was just doing it all for Colin, that's all. That's a mother's job.
Please, I don't want to hear it. Just say it, why don't you? You were pulling that crap because you hated me. Am I right? You never liked me from the start. You should be ecstatic. Your hated daughter-in-law is gone for good. You don't have to sneak in and scrounge around my dirty laundry anymore.
That was not my intention. You say I did this? That I made him a divorcee?
It's a little late to feel remorse, don't you think? There is no way this is going to be fixed. It's irredeemable. Colin just left my place, so he should be home pretty soon. Please take care of the rest.
Wait, please, Susan. I'm sorry. Please forgive me for all I've done. I'll never do it again, I promise.
Bunny, that's exactly what Colin said, LOL. Boy, you two are like peas in a pod. But I cannot accept your apology. I will never forgive you two for as long as I live. I'll contact you as soon as I find a good lawyer. Goodbye, Mother. It was nice knowing you. Or should I say, former mother-in-law. LOL. Goodbye. After that, I immediately contacted a lawyer and proceeded with the divorce. I got the lawyer to demand a compensation of $20,000, which also included compensation for all the stuff she threw out. Of course, we also hired a private investigator to check on the woman he had an affair with. We also demanded compensation from the woman. During the divorce proceeding, Colin and his mother pleaded for forgiveness and demanded that the divorce not go through. But I was adamant about the divorce and refused their pleas. Eventually, I got them to accept all the demands and the divorce proceeded without further incident. I hear that Colin is currently living with his mother, but apparently Colin blames his mother for the divorce, and the two have a very difficult and hostile relationship. As for me, I moved into a nice little apartment and plan to enjoy my life as a single and eligible woman. The new place has an outstanding security system. I made sure of that. Hey, Aaron. Can you talk? You won't believe this. Huh? Hello, Maddie. What happened? Hope it's nothing serious. You know that woman from our kindergarten? Cynthia, can't remember her last name. Your daughter Emmy is in the same class as her son. Billy, wasn't it? Oh, yeah. Watson. Cynthia Watson. Oh, yeah. Cynthia. Yeah, her son is in the same class. I talked to her on occasion. Didn't she say she just had her second child like 3 days ago? Yes, that's right. I was in the PTA meeting with her last year, so I knew her contact info. I heard she gave birth, so I called her to congratulate her. I asked her if she had decided on the baby's name. Anyway, it was just so shocking. What are you talking about? What happened? Well, the baby, it was a boy. The name she gave the kid, it was just so mind-blowing. I was so shocked I don't even remember. You know, it was one of those, how can I put it? A snazzy, fashionable name. Something like Saint something or other. Saint something or other? So, by something or other, it's a bit longer? Is that what you're saying? Well, that alone is kind of weird. But people give their kids all kinds of names. No need to get all upset about it. Yeah, well, I really don't care what she names her kid, but the problem was what happened after that. I heard the name and said, "Oh, that's some name," or something to that effect. And you know what she said about my kid, Barry? She said it was old-fashioned and tacky. Can you believe it? She said if I ever went overseas, like to Europe, people would make fun of it, and that he had no chance of working overseas, and added, "I feel so sorry for you." She criticized me for naming my kid Barry. Then she added that naming a kid is something that can't be changed forever. She kept repeating why I chose such a dumb name over and over. What a dumb name. What a cheeky name. Like some broken record. And then she's like, "In contrast, how wonderful is my son's name?" And on and on. Calling my son's name dumb and cheeky? Can you believe it? Barry is way better than this Saint something or other. I can't even remember the stupid name. Wow, really? That's unbelievable. Was Cynthia always like that? I thought she was a bit more laid back. I don't know. Maybe she's all euphoric because she just gave birth. I don't know. Possessed, maybe. Anyway, she went on and on about our kids' names, making a complete mockery of my son's name. That's awful. I heard she is saying the same kind of thing to other moms. Now that she's back from the hospital, when she returns to bringing her kid to the kindergarten, you know, I'm worried that the whole atmosphere will be uncomfortable. I see your point. You're right. Could be a problem. I'll give her a call to say congratulations. See what's up. Hi, Cynthia. Congratulations on your new baby. How are you feeling? Are you all rested?
Oh, hello, Erin. Oh, yes, the baby and I are super fine. Baby is doing great, healthy as an ox.
That's great. I just talked with Maddie, from the kindergarten. She tells me that you already picked a name for your newborn. She said it was a very unique name. Mind if I asked what you named him?
Thanks for asking. Well, when he was born, he looked like a saint. And then I gazed out the window at the very moment, and the sky, it was a brilliant blue. So I named him Saint Blue. Pretty awesome, don't you think? Really inspirational.
Saint Blue. Okay. Yes, really awesome. Sounds like a name that would come up in those superhero comics. Captain something or this or that ranger.
Yes, like a superhero. When he gets older and travels overseas, well, I wanted a name that would really stick. A name people wouldn't make fun of. In this day and age, you have to give your child a name that will be remembered, that will leave an impression.
Right. You think so?
Of course. What was your kid's name? Wasn't it Emmy or something? Or was it Emily? I mean, please. That was my grandma's name. You better change that name. Sooner the better, while they're young. I mean, please. Emmy? Sounds like a bird or something. EMI. Or some engineering term. Electro whatever. LOL. What are all these cheeky names? Emmy, Barry. How do you expect them to compete overseas? Bonjour, I'm Barry. LOL. I want my little Saint Blue to spread his wings and fly around the world.
Yes, with a name like that, I suppose people overseas would be taken aback.
Yeah, don't you agree?
But wasn't your son... Didn't he have an ordinary name? Wasn't it Billy or is it William? Pretty common name. Why did you decide to give your newborn such a unique name?
Oh, yeah, Billy. Yeah, I was going to name him too, but my husband and my mother-in-law came up with that name and submitted it without consulting me. Can you believe it? I really hated that name, Billy. I prefer William, but kids. So I'm thinking of changing it pretty soon. I'm thinking of something along the lines of Prince or King something or other. I want to change it to a really cool name like that.
Ah, right. Sounds wonderful. So, what's your baby's real name?
Huh? What do you mean, real name?
I know you're just playing around, so what's your kid's real name? I mean, you're not serious about Saint Blue, are you? Are you seriously thinking of naming your kid Saint Blue Watson? Sounds like some kind of product.
Huh? What are you talking about? I'm not joking around. Some kind of product? How could you say that?
Oh, good heavens. Are you serious? That's his name? Saint Beluga? Are you for real?
Yeah, for real. And it's not beluga, it's blue. Saint Blue.
Oh, yeah, Saint Blue. But sounds like a punk rock band or something.
Huh? Punk?
Or maybe a character in that Pokemon cartoon. Are you really okay with naming your kid Saint Blue? You do realize this is permanent. All through school, he's going to be called Saint Blue Watson. Right pickings for bullying.
Huh? Are you making fun of me?
No, that's not my intention. I just thought, what does it even mean, Saint Blue?
Huh? Meaning?
Yes, Was it your father's name? Was it your great-grandfather's name? People name their kids for a reason. Could be spiritual or a family tradition. For example, I named my daughter Emily because it means industrious and hardworking. That's the kind of girl I wanted her to be. I read that it comes from Latin. So, does this Saint Blue have a meaning?
Well, I'm not sure. Anyway, it sounds cool, right? It's a name that people will pay attention to, especially overseas. Unlike all these idiotic traditional names we hear every day.
Oh, I get it. A cool and strong-sounding name that will impress people overseas. Yeah, that's it. You got that right. So, you're religious too, huh? I mean, the saint part. Maybe you should have just named him Saint Michael or Saint Augustine or something. Much more recognizable and impressive, I would think. Especially in Europe. Why pick blue?
Well, that's because, well...
What about a middle name? Are you going to choose a middle name? Like Saint Blue James Watson or something like that? To be honest, you'll just confuse the kid. Oh yeah, James was your husband's name. So he would be Saint Blue James Watson Jr.? Or, by your standards, would you prefer Saint Blue James Watson II? Oh, did you already apply for that name? When you submit the form, are you sure you'll have enough space on the form? Maybe you should shorten it to SB, like SBJ Watson. Sounds kind of intellectual.
How should I know? I haven't had time to do that yet. I was going to go and do it without telling my husband or my mother-in-law.
Oh, is that right? Okay. When you submit it, I'd really like to know what you decided. For reference, you know, when I have my next child. Oh yeah, that reminds me. When he gets into kindergarten and first grade, I wonder if all the kids and teachers will remember the name. Unique, but also a bit hard to remember. You know what I mean? Maddie couldn't even remember what it was. And whenever the teacher changes classes, you'll have to submit his name. I bet it'll just be shortened to SB as time goes by. And SB, well, that could be interpreted in all kinds of ways. You know, kids.
Ugh, nobody is gonna call him SB.
Oh, and I recently saw something on the internet. They took this survey, and it said applicants with weird names are at a disadvantage. Corporations prefer to be on the safe side. I know, sounds kind of discriminatory. Well, if he can't even succeed here in the States, how is he going to succeed overseas? Just wondering.
Well, he is, you know. Hey, what the hell is this? What are you ragging on about my name choice? Are you mocking me?
Of course not. But it was you who said that about Maddie's kid. You said Barry was an old-fashioned and tacky name. That's why I wanted to ask about your name choice. I figured you named your kid for a specific reason. I mean, to degrade someone else's name? You probably had a pretty good reason. I wanted to know why you chose that name, how it would affect that child, what will happen when he grows up. Would it make life difficult for him? I had all kinds of thoughts crossing my mind. I figured you had it all thought out.
Oh, please, give me a break. I can do as I please. You have no right to tell me how I can name my child. I don't want to hear your advice. I don't need to hear any of your idiotic reasoning. Thank you.
Well, that goes both ways, don't you think? If you want to name your child Paint, Saint, or whatever, you can do as you like. I mean, you're a complete stranger. I have no right to say a damn thing. But I have to defend my friend's child as well as mine. I couldn't just sit by and let it pass. Come on, Cynthia. It really doesn't feel good to hear someone trash talk your kid's name, right?
Yeah, well, I guess.
You know, you can name your kid whatever you like, and everyone will probably accept it. Why wouldn't they? But I would refrain from disparaging other kids' names. People just won't accept that. You probably said the same thing to the other mothers, am I right? You keep this up, and you won't have any friends left at school. If you're okay with that, I'll say no more.
Yes, well, I was just, you know.
I'm really sorry. I know you just returned home. You must be pretty tired. I hope you recover quickly. See you at school. After that, I did see her around, but she ignored me. But about a week later, she contacted me. Apparently, she thought about the whole conversation and realized she was in the wrong. She decided to name her son Randall, which means wolf shield, strong and protective. It's apparently a biking name, actually kind of cool. She also went around to the other mothers and apologized for her attitude. Most of the moms were pretty forgiving. Most chalked it up to the stress from the pregnancy and birth, which we could all relate to. The atmosphere at the kindergarten changed significantly too. No more negative atmosphere. That was my biggest worry. I'm glad I confronted her about this. And I'm glad Cynthia turned out to be an understanding person after all.
Selena, I heard you'll be moving out once you graduate high school. Woohoo! I get to have an extra room.
Don't get ahead of yourself, Ava. It's still 3 months away.
What's the problem? I can get excited if I want to.
You don't seem interested in the reason why I'm leaving at all.
'Cause, it's not really a big deal to me.
I wanted to go to university, you know. That's why I was working part-time to save up for the tuition fees. Not only did Mom and Dad get angry at me for being selfish, but they said that money would be better spent on Ava and took it all off me. You mean you don't have anything to say about that?
Why would I? It's just like Mom and Dad said. I'm beautiful and you're ugly. So it makes more sense that they spent all the money on me.
Is that all you can say?
Even still, it is pretty amazing that our faces are so different despite being twin sisters. You have some nerve to be born that ugly. I'm so glad I'm the beautiful one. I am so grateful that you were kind enough to take all the ugly features. Thanks, sis.
I'll be moving out the day after the graduation ceremony.
Cool, whatevers.
Jeff, are you all ready?
Hey, Selena. I finished loading all my stuff on the moving van. It just left. I'm walking to the station now. You?
I'm on the platform for the bullet train.
Whoa, you move fast.
The nearest station to my house has bullet trains, so it's a straight line with no changeovers.
Oh, I see. I don't know about you, but I finally feel like I'm free.
You can say that again.
For you, it's LA. For me, Long Beach.
We'll be a little distance apart, but let's meet up from time to time, okay?
Of course. First of all, let's give it our best at our jobs when we get there. And second, well, you know the rest.
Yeah, we got this.
Selena, a message from Mom and Dad.
What?
When are you going to give us some money?
What's this about?
You should spend some money out of respect for your family. You had your first payday, right? They want you to send them all of it.
All of it?
They told me to tell you.
I obviously can't do that.
Why?
I have a life to live here.
Isn't that, totally your own fault for leaving home? The least you could do is send some money to repay the debt of gratitude you owe to Mom and Dad for raising you.
What are you talking about? Wasn't stealing all the money from my university fund enough for them? Whose fault do you think it is I wasn't able to go?
Oh, come on. You're so ugly that even if you went to university, you'd never get any guys.
I didn't want to go to university to get guys in the first place.
Whatever, I don't care. The bottom line is, you need to send some money. Oh, and Dad said that you need to tell him your address and the name of the company you work for.
No.
Huh?
I'm blocking you.
Selena, wait.
Think of us as no longer knowing each other and pass the message on to Dad too.
Wait!
Bye!
No way, no way, no way! Is it true that you got a boyfriend? Huh? Ava, how? I was able to message you because I got a new phone recently, so my line ID changed too. Did you want something? I just asked you! Is it true that you got a boyfriend? Why? A friend of mine who went on a trip to Los Angeles said she saw you walking around holding hands with some good-looking guy. I was almost speechless when she showed me the photo. It was that Johnson kid from high school, the one with the reputation. Reputation? For being the most handsome guy in our town! He was so popular! Oh, really? Why are you playing dumb? Whatever, it's now I want to talk about. I did hear that he left town after he graduated high school, but is he actually a boyfriend now? So, what if he is? Nice, but what the hell's he doing with you? No way! He doesn't have an ugly fetish, does he? What? I don't think it's that though. As rumor has it, his past girlfriend was all stunners, even if they weren't as beautiful as me. Past girlfriends? Maybe he got bored of pretty girls and decided to spice things up by dating a cave troll instead. What are you talking about? That's all I wanted to know. Bye! Selena! Hey, so get this. What? I have something super cool to share with you. Can't it wait? I'm busy today. I got married! Oh, that's nice. I lost count of how many boyfriends you've had by now, but I'm pleased you are finally able to hold one down. Listen, I still haven't told you the good part. What? Who do you think my husband is? I don't know anything about your love life. Really? You went from private elementary school to private university on an automatic advancement system with no entrance exams. I went to public elementaries, junior, and high schools, which were all different to yours. I haven't been back to our hometown a single time since I left. The last time we had the same friends was probably in nursery. Think. There is one person we both know. Now, come on. I've got no idea. I guess there's only one thing for it. I'll tell you. Huh? So, recognize him? Isn't that one of the brothers from the Johnson family? The other one, Benny? What do you mean, the other one? Didn't you know they're twins? Oh, now that you mention it, he did say something about his brother leaving town and cutting all contact. A disappointment much like yourself. So, basically, this means your old boyfriend, Benny, is now my husband! Oh, so that's what you mean. But why would you marry someone like Benny? Why do you ask me like that? Oh, I know why. You're trying to put on a sassy front to hide your feelings of frustration. No, I'm genuinely confused. The reason I asked you like that is because you normally go for handsome, high-spec rich guys, right? You told me those were your minimum requirements for marriage before. So did it change? Well, I mean, if they don't at least tick those boxes, they could never be worthy of a beautiful girl like me. So, why did you marry Benny? What are you even talking about, lol? Benny started his own company 2 years ago. Now, he's the CEO. Huh? The product he developed was a massive hit right from the get-go, and his company's growing at lightning speed. It's all plain sailing for him. He's practically unstoppable. Surprisingly, he moved back to our hometown 3 months ago. So I swiftly went on the attack. Swiftly got pregnant. What? You're pregnant? And swiftly got engaged. Oh, the picture I sent now was from the photo wedding. We agreed to tie the knot for real at a lavish ceremony after the baby's born. Can I tell you something? What? I'll never give him back. Even if you're choked up with regret, no can do. No, that's not... Then what? I think you might be getting your information mixed up. I better just tell you. Huh? Firstly, my boyfriend's name is Jeff. Jeff? Benny's brother. You know, the guy you mentioned earlier? He went to the same high school as me, and we got along because our situation at home was so similar. It was the kind of relationship where we could always talk to each other. Wait, does that mean you two ugly ducklings got together? You couldn't make it up. I'm dying here. I think you should know, but Jeff and Benny are identical twins. So their faces are pretty much exactly the same. Huh? Benny always received preferential treatment at home because he was the oldest son, and Jeff was always treated unfairly for being younger. Benny once said to Jeff, "I won't stand out here if there are two of us with the same face," and forced him to wear a dorky pair of thick-rimmed glasses starting from the last year of elementary school. Of course they went to separate elementary, junior, and high schools, but that's the reason Benny's the only one who became well-known despite them having the same face. Wait a sec. So the person my friend saw in Los Angeles? That's right. Me and Jeff without his glasses. There was no need for him to carry on wearing them after he left home, after all. Right, I see. Oh well, I guess it doesn't matter. There's still no doubt that Benny is just the kind of handsome high-spec guy I go for. About that, what would you do if I told you were wrong? What? This is what I meant when I said you were getting your information mixed up. You're getting Benny confused with Jeff. Huh? Mixed up? Jeff was the one who started a successful company. What? And Benny is a NEET. What? Not only that, but his parents got into $40,000 of debt to pay for his tuition fees. $40,000? But since he failed to find a job, his salary is now zero. What? What's more, his dad's company's restructuring right now, so the family's only income is their mom's part-time job. You could say the Johnson family are going through a rough patch. This can't be! Are you serious? He's actually been begging Jeff for money. He has no intention of helping the people who treated him like a spare part, though. He refused bluntly and changed his phone number. They're completely shut out of his life now. Oh, wait, Oh, that reminds me. The final messages Jeff got from Benny said, "Woohoo! I'm marrying into money. I got her pregnant so she can't escape now, lol. Haha, looks like I don't need you anymore." You're his fiancé, aren't you, Ava? What? That's why I think, and this is only a guess, the Johnson family are probably after you and Dad's money. Just hold on a minute. Why would anyone think the family of an average salaryman had money? Her aunt told me. You always go out partying and walking around wearing expensive brand goods, right? Plus you went to an expensive private school before. It wouldn't be strange if people thought you came from a rich family. No, this can't be! I thought Benny was rich! Sorry, I'm about to get on a plane. Huh? Are you going on holiday or something? We're having an overseas wedding and honeymoon. You are? Me and Jeff got engaged last month. No way! We're about to board, so I'm gonna switch my phone off now. Oh, wait! Why did you get the good one, Selena? It's not fair! I want Jeff instead! Oh, yeah. I'm gonna be getting a new phone and new number when I get home. No, just wait! You should probably do something about that unrequited love of yours sometime soon. It's not healthy. Huh? What does that mean? Bye! Have a nice life. Apparently, Ava and Benny got a divorce after the issue of their families. They got into a huge fight after their mutual realization that they were after each other's money. I mean, it was unavoidable, really. The Johnson family and my own ex-family, both desperate for money, were frantically trying to find mine and Jeff's whereabouts. But in actual fact, Jeff agreed to be adopted by someone who'd long been like a father to him, and threw away his old surname. And since I took on a new surname myself after we got married, our money-grubbing former families don't have a hope in hell in finding us. I heard my ex-family are also in mountains of debt. My parents' lives now consist of nothing but work, and Ava was forced to put her child up for adoption in order to pay off the exorbitant debt repayments. A fitting fate for, and mom and dad who failed to raise their child properly. Using them as an example of how not to live, me and Jeff want to build a home full of warmth and kindness.
Hey, Louis. Our plans for my birthday tomorrow are still all in place, right?
Hey, Wendy. Yeah, I did just as you asked. I've got to stay in the penthouse at that really fancy hotel in town. And I also make sure to talk to the hotel and arrange for the birthday package to be included in our stay.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. The only thing is that I've decided to go with someone else, actually. Not you.
Wait, what do you mean someone else? Who else would you be going to the hotel with?
Well, I'd be going with my new boyfriend, of course.
Your new boyfriend? Sorry, I'm not sure that I'm following.
Okay, let me explain. I want to go and spend my birthday in this really fancy hotel with my new boyfriend. Do you get it now?
No, I don't. What new boyfriend are you talking about? I mean, you and I are engaged. Are you telling me that you're seeing another man?
Yeah. I guess that's a pretty simple way to put it.
I proposed to you and you said yes.
Yeah, I did do that, but it was only because I was getting worried about being my age and not being married yet. So I decided that I would marry the person who proposed to me who made the most money. And my new boyfriend Chad makes way more than you do. Not only that, but he's also just a much more interesting guy. So anyways, to reiterate, I'm going to be spending my birthday at the hotel with Chad and not you. Get it this time?
Are you kidding me? What about us? Do you have any idea how hard it was to book the penthouse at this place? How long the wait was? How much it cost me?
Yeah, and I'm sure that you did a great job booking everything. But I would really just be bored going with you. So I want you to give up your spot for Chad, okay?
Why do you keep saying that? How am I boring?
Look, Louis, I am thankful for you making these reservations. I really am. And it would just be terrible of you to waste that effort by canceling them now. So Chad and I are going to make the best of them the way I know you would want us to. So anyways, Chad, not you, Chad. Get it?
And you really think that I'm just going to roll over and let this happen?
What do you mean?
I mean, you really think that I'm going to let you and this other random guy enjoy the reservations that I made for us?
Yes? Oh, cool. Chad just said he was willing to pay you back, so we're all good, right?
So then you two are together with each other right now?
Yeah, he's right here with me.
Wow, I guess I just had no idea how good you were at lying to people.
What is that supposed to mean?
It means that our engagement is off. You and I are not getting married.
Well, duh, that was obvious already. That wasn't what I was talking about. I want to know what's going to happen to the hotel reservations.
I haven't decided yet. Just leave me alone. Hey, Carmela, are you there? I was just wondering if you're going to be free the next couple of days. Ideally, you and your husband, if you know his schedule.
Oh, hey, little bro. Can I ask him his schedule? Why do you want to know if we're free those days?
Well, if I didn't have any plans, I have a free night at the Livingston Resort if you two would like it.
Hold on a second. You mean the Livingston Resort? Are you kidding me? That place is blowing up all over social media. I heard it was almost impossible to get a booking there. You're talking about that place, right?
Yep, that's the one.
Hold on a second. We couldn't take your reservations. I mean, you and Wendy should go there. It would be perfect for an engaged couple to spend some quality time together. Besides, isn't it her birthday this weekend? I'm sure she'd love to go to a place like that with you.
Right, well, about that. There was going to be the original plan, but now that is not going to work out.
Wait, really? What happened? Did you two have a fight or something like that?
I guess you could say it's closer to something like that.
Well, I'm not really sure what's going on between you two, but surely there's gotta be a way to fix things, right?
Normally I would agree with you, but I don't think this is one of those times, unfortunately. She was cheating on me! She cheated on me and said that she didn't want to get married anymore.
You're kidding me. Did she really say that?
She did! And not only that, but after I worked so hard to book one of the best rooms in the hotel, she asked if she could keep the plants so that her and her new boyfriend could go.
I don't believe it. I had no idea that Wendy was that kind of person, but I understand why you would never want to let her have those plans. Why don't you just cancel the reservation?
I thought about it, but after all the work I put into getting it, I figured it's better not to waste it. So anyways, that's why I was wondering if you and your husband would like to stay there for the night instead.
Well, I just asked Tom, and he was all too eager to take you up on your offer. He's also very grateful for it.
Great! I suppose you can explain to him the full context of what happened later. But anyways, I'll go ahead and change the name of the reservation and let you know when I do. Either way, you should be able to give your or my name and get in the room just fine.
Amazing! This is so exciting! Thank you so much. We won't forget this. Lewis, are you there? You're not going to believe what happened. This is total BS.
What do you mean? I thought that you two would have been checking into a hotel right now. Did something happen?
Well, we pulled up to the hotel and Wendy was there at the front desk when we walked in.
You're kidding me! Was she really there?
Yeah, she tried to check in using your name, but then the people at the front desk told her that the names on the reservation had been changed. But I guess that Wendy threw such a fit about it being a mistake that the people at the front desk finally let her check into the room.
I see. Well, that is really crazy. But I take it that she didn't see you and Tom?
Well, I got a little dressed up and put on some makeup today, and Tom put on some nice clothes as well, so maybe she just didn't recognize us outside of our casual clothing.
Oh, well, that's a good thing, I guess.
But also, Wendy was there with a guy. Is the guy she's cheating on you with named Chad Sigmund?
I actually haven't gotten around to doing that much digging into whom it was that Wendy was cheating on me with. I only know that his first name is Chad, but I haven't learned his last name and Wendy never said.
I see. Well, if she told you his name is Chad, then it has to be the same person.
And this guy is someone that you know then?
Well, he's someone that Tom knows through work, actually.
You're kidding. Wow, what a small world. That is so crazy.
It really is. So anyways, we can meet up again soon and I'll tell you all that Tom knows about this Chad guy. But anyways, I also wanted to let you know that we sneakily took some pictures of the two of them to serve as proof of their affair. We'll send those over to you soon.
Wow, Carmela, thank you so much. You two have been a huge help in all of this.
It's our pleasure. But Tom and I have been talking, and we figured that since it's the weekend, we probably only have until Monday to come up with a plan of attack.
Right, good thinking. I guess I'll try to think of something by then. Thanks again for all your help, sis.
Louis, are you there? Why didn't you ever tell me about any of this? I heard that you know that Chad worked at the company that your brother-in-law runs.
Yeah, I actually just heard about that for the first time a couple of days ago.
Oh, really? So you didn't know either?
I didn't, but I tried to give Carmela and Tom the reservations that I had made for us. But when they went to check in, you were already in line in front of them. They told me all about the scene you caused to check into the room.
You mean those two were standing right behind me that whole time?
That's right. Not only that, but they were texting about it after you left to go inside the room. That was also when they realized that they knew the man you were cheating on me with.
What the heck is going on here? Did you seriously try to change the reservation so that I couldn't get the room? You have no idea how embarrassing it was having to cause a scene like that to get what I thought was a birthday present for me. But thanks to you giving Carmela and Tom the reservations, they saw what happened and who I was with. And now apparently Chad is in trouble at work. He was in line for a promotion, but now apparently it's not happening anymore.
Oh, really? Yeah, that adds up. I know that Tom is normally the type of person who never mixes business with pleasure. But I guess even a guy like that couldn't stand by while he was hiring the man who stole his brother-in-law's fiancée. Don't you hate when your boss has a heart?
But what are we supposed to do? I mean, what is going to happen to Chad? More importantly, what is going to happen to his career?
Why do you think that I have the answer to either of those?
Because this is all your fault. None of this would be happening if you hadn't given away my hotel reservation.
I'm going to have to beg to differ here. I had no idea that the guy you were cheating on me with worked for Tom. And either way, you should have turned around when you found out that the reservation was no longer under your name. But instead, you threw a hissy fit until you got your way, causing trouble for everyone around you.
So you're saying that all of this is my fault? How am I to blame when I just wanted to find the richest husband that I could? I didn't want something like this to happen. Hey, Louis, what the heck is this notice in the mail that we just got? Are you seriously suing both of us? We've already broken off our engagement. You can't do this to us.
I see that the letter from my lawyer has arrived finally.
You aren't really serious about any of this, are you?
Do you think they send those kinds of documents out for fun? Of course I'm serious. And if you read through it, you'll see that I'm suing you for cheating after you had accepted my marriage proposal.
But I've never heard of someone getting sued for something like that.
Well, then you should brush up on the law, I guess. Because I have a lawyer who tells me I'm well within my rights to be doing this.
So you really went out and hired a lawyer for all of this?
How do you think lawsuits work? Anyways, you should send those papers and offer for settlement. You are more than welcome to just pay that amount, and we could call this whole thing done.
Well then, I take back what I said. I do want to get married to you again.
Wait, what? Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not. And now that we're back together, there is no way that you can sue me for this. All right, I think that takes care of that.
Sorry, I meant, are you kidding? Like, do you actually think I'm going to buy that? You cheated on me, and you think I'm just going to take you back like that?
What do you mean?
I mean that I think you're forgetting about a lot of the things right now. For example, Chad's wife is going to be suing him and you for your affair in the same time that I'm suing the both of you right now.
She is? Why is she doing that?
Literally the same reason I am. Why are you not getting about this? Besides, we have more than enough proof to prove our cases against you without a shadow of a doubt.
But you can't do this to us. It isn't fair. We aren't going to be able to afford to pay for all of that.
Well, then you two shouldn't have cheated in the first place, huh?
I just wanted to marry a rich man. Is that really so bad? I mean, I already quit my job because I was sure this was going to work.
Wow. Well, you shouldn't have done that. But don't forget that you were the one who stabbed me in the back. So if you think that I'm going to go easy on either of you, you have got another thing coming. Why don't you just pay me what you owe me and then get out of my life forever?
Please don't do this. Don't do this to me.
Wendy tried calling her company back to ask for her letter of resignation to be cancelled, but she was too late, and since she quit, she received no severance package or benefits to speak of. And by the time the lawsuits were over, neither her nor Chad were left with any savings in their account. They tried asking their parents for help, but neither of them were interested in saving their children from the consequences of their own actions. Now, the two of them lived together in a tiny apartment working several jobs just to survive. I hear that the police come over frequently because of all the fighting that could be heard coming from their room.